Hey guys, welcome back to the Blade Bloodhound. Tonight we're going to talk about a knife I picked up in, I almost said where I picked it up at, but it was a flea market, not in my hometown, but another hometown. And I was goofing off and I found it out there and I didn't really know a lot about it, but it's kind of a cool story. So let's take a look at this knife. Okay guys, so the knife we're going to look at tonight is a knife I saw at a flea market one day. I was going to visit some friends and there's a little flea market nearby. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna swing in there. And anyway, when I do, I always go for knives. I start looking for them. I'm like a bloodhound, that's where you get the Blade Bloodhound from, because I'm always sniffing around trying to find a deal on one. So I was there, I was goofing off, and I saw this one laying on a table and picked it up. And first thing I noticed was, zoom in here, Crosman Stainless USA. So when I saw this knife, before I even looked at the blade, see it says Crosman Blades there, has the little bullseye. But before I even saw it, when I just saw it closed, didn't know what it was, the first thing that hit my mind was, that's a Camillus knife. And I said, interesting. So I thought it was a Camillus, so I grabbed it, picked it up. I saw Crosman Stainless USA. And then I said, well, darn, when I was a kid, I had a Crosman pellet rifle, spelt just like that. Even the little logo here was the one on the pellet rifle. So flipped it over on the back. I said, okay, this is a 952A. Anyway, I didn't know a lot about it. I knew it was built well. It was a made in the USA knife. Can't be all that bad, right? Lock back. I said, what you got on it? Of course, the guy, it was something crazy. I think the guy told me $1 or $2. I don't know. It was something very, very cheap. It was nothing to make me not want it. So I said, all right, I'll grab it. So I give him the money. I leave. Actually, this same guy had a Leatherman there for $3 or something. I bought it too. But anyway, so I bought this. Came home, did a little research. Actually, Camillus, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, which I am old, so it could not. I'm almost positive that Camillus made these knives. But anyway, I started looking them up, and, they're not cheap knives. People were actually wanting them on, you look on eBay, and people were bidding on them. People were wanting them like they were collectible. I had never thought about it, hadn't crossed my mind, but I'd never seen one either. So I thought that was kind of unique. The handles are kind of scratched up, needs cleaned up, but y'all know my philosophy on that. If I was going to sell it and put it on eBay, yeah, I'd shine it like a new penny and have it ready. But to go in a drawer, I'll just kind of polish it a little bit here and there, maybe clean it up a little bit before I put it back up. But anyway, it was just a neat knife. I said, you know what, I bet no one's ever heard of Crosman knives. Everybody's heard of Crosman pellet rifles, but that's the exact same logo. So I don't know how long Crosman pellet rifles have been around, but I'm guessing this knife was probably, I would say 80s. I would think it's an 80s knife. But if you want to, you can research it. It is a 952A. Good heavy knife, wood handles. I sort of like wood handles now that I'm older. Before, I was always about bone. And I still am. If I see a bone-handled knife, that's the one I'm gonna grab before I grab anything else. But, sometimes wood handles are kind of neat. You can drop a wood handle and, beat it to death and it still looks good. You get you a bone-handled knife, you drop it and you're gonna be picking up 3 pieces and probably really sad because you've just destroyed something that was a good handle. I don't know a lot about working on handles. I recently picked up a bone handle that was broken. I may, in a video later, try my hand at doing a little repairs. I'm not a knife repairman. I'll try to buy them at least in a condition that, I mean, if it does have a chip in the bone or there's an issue, it's going to be a rare knife. I'm not going to do it for just any knife, but I try to get them in conditions that are good. I mean, I have bought some that are rusted up and, I can clean them up. I am good at cleaning, but as far as carpentry and, working and jigging bone, I haven't tried my hand at that yet, but who knows? I may buy some cheap knives and try my own jigging. I saw a guy do that online, and it was kind of neat. He had a little Dremel tool and was doing it, and might be something I want to try out one day. And I might definitely do it on a cheap knife, one that when I mess it up, I can throw it away and not really be sad. But anyway, y'all have a great night. Like, subscribe, join, tell your friends. If you have any questions, email me, bladebloodhound@gmail.com. Talk to y'all next time.